Hey everyone, we wanted to jump in real quick before our video starts playing this week. And first, thanks so much for watching our videos. We're having a good time making the videos. We hope you're having a good time watching the videos. And we wanted to ask you if you do us two little solids. One, if you would subscribe to our channel, that would really help boost our content for other YouTube people to see it. And the second, if you'd give us a thumbs up, we'd really appreciate it, or a comment. I guess a comment, that's a third thing. So if you could do those three things for us, we would really...
What is it? Subscribe, thumbs up, and comment.
That'd be
great.
Really appreciate it. And we'll give you a heads up. Next week, we're going to do our tour of the camper. We've had a bunch of people ask for it, specifically Patreon Karen. So Karen, it's coming your way next week. Thanks, everybody. See you later.
Thanks, Karen. Also, hey, Ashley.
Oh, hey, Ashley. So we just left Taos and we are headed towards Santa Fe. Kind of our goal today is Sunday, and our plan, our goal, whatever, is to be back to be down in Santa Fe next Saturday for the farmers market. I went to the farmers market there, I don't know, 15 or so years ago, and it was pretty good. So we thought, let's try to do that. So we found some BLM land between Taos and Santa Fe, so we're headed down Highway 68 here, and then we're gonna get off of the freeway, highway, whatever it is, and try to find a spot to boondock out here outside of Santa Fe. When we were coming over the mountains from I guess northern New Mexico down to Taos, there's a loop called the Enchanted Circle, and we had thought we would hit the Enchanted Circle. There's a lot of things to hike and do, but they had a very late season snowstorm, so a lot of the places were just simply inaccessible to us due to snow, or a lot of the state places are simply shut right now due to COVID restrictions. So we're kind of hoping to find somewhere that's not too bad to boondock a bit. We'll keep you posted how we do.
So we think we found a good camping spot for the night, and Steve's gonna see about going over here. Maybe it's a little more. Yeah, that looks pretty even. Does it look even to you? Because I don't really know. Sure, yeah, that looks great. So, I think this is BLM land. Middle of kind of nowhere. Oh, there's an airplane. In Taos area. Taos, between Taos and Santa Fe. We found this on Campendium, I think, or Boondockers, maybe Boondockers, and thought we'd give it a try. Down below, closer to the highway, are lots of trucks and trailers with four-wheel drive. Toys, I guess. I don't know what you call them. Four-wheelers. Whatever. We saw lots of trucks and trailers, but we haven't actually seen any people out here recreating. So Seems like a good spot for us for the night. What do you think, Steve?
Let's do it. So it's been about 3 months since I blended up or chopped up the wild rice. Uh, Generally, when I chop it up, I'm going to hydrate it later. So I soak it in some water. We don't need to cook it, and then after it's rehydrated or hydrated, then we'll go ahead and I add it into a dish, like a broccoli and mushroom and onion dish that we like quite a bit. But it's never been this long of 3 months, so I'm going to go ahead. We've stopped. We are here. We are somewhere between, I don't know, Taos, New Mexico and Santa Fe, New Mexico. We're off in the middle of nowhere. And we're actually planning to stay here for a few days, which is kind of unusual for us. So I'm going to take that time now, and I'm going to rehydrate the rice. So usually it takes about 24 hours. So I haven't been like rushing to make this dish just because I know we needed somewhere where we're just going to be sitting so that I'm not like sloshing rice water or whatever all over the place. So let's do it together and let's see if we can rehydrate some rice. So the first part of rehydrating rice would be to actually find find the rice from 3 months ago. So usually I keep stuff in here. I keep like these long, these tall little containers. They're great for putting stuff in. So refried beans, rice, noodles, raisins, couscous. Oh, well, this isn't really for rice, but I have back here. No. All right. So plan B. Let's. No. Oh, I'll cook it this week, actually. Oops. Actually, question is it back there? No. All right. So down here, these are things that we use on a pretty regular basis. I don't recall seeing the rice in there. This is a lot of hiking food. So my guess now is over here. Get that out of the way. And yeah, there we go. So tea and wild rice that I've scored in the blender. Let's rehydrate. So I've got a little nifty little container here that we keep over here, and I use this like when I'm doing like a chicken stock, or not chicken stock, like a chicken bouillon or a vegetable bouillon or beef bouillon or onion bouillons or anything that we need to like let it soak for a few hours. This is what I use. So let's put some water in. Turn on the water pump. So it looks to me like right about here. So we've got about an inch of rice on the bottom here. This is all water. So this is going to take about 24 hours for us to rehydrate. So it takes a little planning to make this dish. So our sous chef is back at it. Chopping up broccoli. Mm-hmm. How many cups are you chopping up?
6.
Awesome. So now we're going to do half a cup of balsamic, half a cup of olive oil, 2 tablespoons of honey, crushed garlic, 1 teaspoon pepper, 1.5 teaspoons of salt. So it's been about 24 hours since we added the water in here to our wild rice. So just using my finger kind of as a reference point, we've almost doubled in the bulk of the rice in 24 hours as it's rehydrated. But what we can see here is we've got some lines. So we've got a line here and we've got a line up here. So I think really what happened was because I used a blender instead of a food processor, I was just using what we had available. Instead of maybe scoring the rice, we ended up chopping the rice up. So I'm still going to go ahead and try to use this, but I'm not quite sure that it's going to be quite as tasty as it normally is. We'll let you know. So what are you chopping now?
I'm chopping mushrooms.
How many are you chopping?
2 packets.
So roughly, how many cups do you think?
16 ounces, so about 2 cups.
We'd really like 3 cups.
Well, we only bought 2. You were in charge of purchasing them, and these are 8 ounces a piece, and 8 ounces is a cup.
Well,
so
I don't know if I really like the way that's going. We ended up doubling our recipe just because we had extra broccoli left over, and we had Noelle's estimate of 2 cups turned out to be more like...
Probably like 4 cups, don't you think?
Yeah, it looks 4-ish.
I don't really know.
Our broccoli, we needed 6 cups, and...
Looks like about 8.
Yeah, we have more than that. So we're just doubling the recipe. So here I planned for a cup, and I think I might have about 2. So now I'm actually going to cook just another cup. We had some rice laying around in storage, so I'm going to cook that. And I put together a real quick like vegetable broth to cook the rice in. So this is our new toy that we just bought. Try to help us with a little bit of cooking. So I'm going to give it a whirl and let's see if it works for us. Nice. I'd say that works well. This is our wild rice that got blended.
Rice meal.
Rice meal. This is why we are adding another cup of rice to the mix.
I'm not sure how this is going to be.
This is our version of bird food. And we've got
Normally we like this dish a lot.
Yeah, and looks like today we're going to have a lot of
this dish.
All right. So Noelle's going to keep mixing that up. And then back here, we've got the other rice cooking. When it's done, I'll avoid the temptation to open the lid. When it's done, we'll add it in. And then we'll add in the little mushrooms last because they just suck up all of the moisture from the sauce. We'll put it over here. So it seems like we ended up with a heck of a lot more than we
bargained for.
So
looks good.
Looks good.
It tastes good when we've sampled it.
Yeah, so looks to me like we now have a meal for
5 days.
Lunch.
The whole rest of the week.
Dinner. Sometimes when we eat this, we'll have it with like a side dish or something. But tonight, I think this will just be the star of the show.
Yeah, we aren't getting anything besides this.
This is it.
We got to move this inventory. Yeah, so it's a few hours later, and this is how the broccoli salad looks now. It's different than we normally have because the wild rice was more of a puree. But we're gonna have broccoli salad and quesadillas for the next 5 days. That's it.
All right, here we go. It's time for our first bite.
Taste test.
And we'll see. Hopefully we got a little bit of everything in there.
Pretty good.
It's not bad. Earlier it was a little bit salty. I think the mushrooms have helped calm that down a little bit. So it's good that it doesn't taste bad because we've got enough here to last us for days.